Okay, so you look at the estimates values right down here. 563K. I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna open all three of these. All five of them. Sorry. I opened all five. So 563. That's almost 500,000. Right? You eat the bags of silver right here. Right? Now, what's really most valuable with opening these chests are these books right here. The extra silver that you make from that 500,000 is really just icing on the cake, honestly. You come over here and you sell all this other stuff off. I'm just gonna sell it straight for silver, right? And it's extra. It's near an extra 500,000 estimate. Now I could sell them for money ores, make a tiny bit more, but if you just sell it all straight for cash, right? Extra 500,000. You sell these things right here. That's 126,000 right there, and or I could sell it for this 129,000. Pennies on the mark. Sell it straight for silver. Get the silver right away, right? Now again, in the faction, just those 5 chests alone, this is what really matters to me, these books. Now for me personally, I save these books, but I'm going to show you why these books are so valuable. Now you get higher level books depending on what your status is for faction warfare. So me, I'm already rank over here. I'm already rank paladin. Now when you start off, you're going to be all the way down here. So if you buy a faction warfare chest down here when you're only mercenary recruit, your rewards are going to be a lot less, right? So you might want to start saving up and getting higher rank so you can get bigger rewards. Now, normally the silver is going to be the same, but your books are going to be a little bit on the lower end. But what the books is, what you do is you come over here. Now, this is one of my islands. And I have a whole bunch of different gear. Now, let's say, for example, what type of weapon do you use, Rusty Banjo? Like, do you use mace? Do you use hammer? Are you like curse staff or anything like that, right? Just, or you can say, it doesn't even matter if you tell me what you are using, but just let's just give an example, right? Mace, hammer, perfect. Okay, you come over here in a mace and hammer. Now, what a lot of people don't understand, I know I explained this in another one of my videos, but you're here and you're asking this question, so I want to explain it. You see each category, let's take mace for a category. These bottom 3 categories right here. If you see right here, there's a 0.2% bonus item power for all maces for the first 3. All the other maces, you see this one right here, only give 0.01. What this means is every 5 levels equals 1 item power for all these. And this right here, every 10 levels equal 1 item power for all your maces. Now the reason why this is important and why you see some people super powerful is you come look at me right here. I'm a nature staff wielder. I have my top 3 categories at level 100. I also have all these other categories as well, almost at 100. But this increases my item power significantly, right? This right here, 20 extra item power. This right here, another 20 extra item power. This right here, 10 extra item power. So the main reason why I'm stronger is because I didn't just level one weapon, I leveled them all. Okay? So, now does that make sense, right? I'm glad this is finally clicking for you. So you see right here, 0.02. So for maces, let me show you an example for maces. So over here I have a box, right? In this box I have all the different maces. So I'm going to show you an example. So for the books, you wear a mace, right? And then whatever you plan to wear, you heard you were using plate. For me, I'm not going to level up plate. I actually want to level up my leather gear. So over here, I'm going to I have my whole set, my other chest just for what I want to level up. I'm going to wear a shield, and I'm going to wear a set of leather, okay? The ones I want to level up. You come over here and you eat 1 book. And you come over here and you look at the mace, and now this is already level 6. So for every 5 levels, 1 item point. You want to get this to level 100, that's 20 extra item power. Correct. Okay? This is why books are so important. You don't use books for your main weapon. You use books for the stuff you're not ever going to use. I explain this again and again in many of my content. So if you're watching this first time you see my content, right? This is the kind of content I produce. So if you're wondering, I have tons of streams, I have tons of videos. I stream every day so far. I don't just teach this stuff. I teach a lot of things with Albion Online, but this is just the example. Okay? Make sense? This is how people are strong in Albion Online. Yes. A lot of people don't understand that. So when you watch people or you see people that, oh, they're axe wielder, right? They didn't just level one axe. If you watch those people that are really good, they've leveled all the axes. Okay? And it's very important to level all the axes because every 5 points equals 1 extra item point in whatever you're leveling. Make sense? Now, I'm not going to level mace because I'm not a mace wielder and I don't specialize that, but I specialize in nature staff. Now that I taught you that, let's teach you something. The next level events. Ready for the next level events? Here's teaching the next level events. I'm glad people are here watching so I can see it. After you get your item to level 100, whatever it is, so my nature staff's level 100, you then start accrediting combat frame. Okay? See the combat frame? You then can take this combat frame and you can click this little button here. You see this is actually a button. You can click it. You can then click this button here and it will cost me a total of 12,000 combat fame to go to level 85. I'm going to do that now. Giving me a warning, such and such. I'm going to waste 12,251 combat fame. Sure, it's now level 85. Let's say I want to go all the way to level 100. I can do that right here. It will cost me 6,336,000. I have 20 million right now. I hit confirm. This will now be level 100. Now, I wouldn't spend my combat fame to do something like that. Instead, since you're a mace wielder, let me show you and give you this example. Okay? How do you use a combat fame once you finally have a category to 100? You start accrediting combat fame. Come over here. Right? Now, for me, since I don't want to mace, you can also do the opposite. You can come in here and do a minus, and I can bring it back to level 1. It will cost me 127,000 silver, but I'll get 127 combat fame back in my pool that I can use, so I can respec my guy. But in this case, for your scenario, if you want to level up your mace, I would come over here and literally take it to at least level 50. Level 50 equals what? 10 extra item power for all your maces for the first 3 categories. Now, you see this right here? You see how it's locked? You have to have at least level 1. So what do I do with books? You see the heavy mace combat specialist? All I got to do is find heavy combat, heavy mace, wear the heavy mace, come over here, read 1 book. It's now unlocked. Come over here. After the mace is now unlocked, see it's unlocked. I can now come over here and change this to level 50. If I wanted to. And boom, I spent 3 million. It's now level 50. I got an extra 10 item power for all my maces. Yeah. So even if you're Oathbringer, right? Mace. So if you come over here and you're Oath Keepers, you see Oath Keepers? Yeah. Is that making sense? Perfect. I'm glad this makes sense to you. So your first 3 categories, hey, legendary gamers, your first 3 categories are highly important. Every single one. This doesn't just include maces. I'm doing better, legendary keepers. I'm doing more talking than I should today because my throat's already all messed up. But some people started asking me some really good questions, and I figured I'd show them. This is the type of content I make because they asked and they're new. The same thing applies to shoes. The first 3 categories you see, the 0.2. Same thing applies to armor. This is why you always see, if you look at my videos or you're looking at it, these are the first things I level to level 100. That's 20 extra item power to everything else. So even though I always wear the Helion jacket, I level up these because this is 20, 40, 60 extra item power. That's huge. Huge extra defense. Now these ones are not as much, right? This is only 10 for level 100. So I don't focus on these because you have to have every 10 levels is only 1 item power. And same thing for leather hoods. Same thing for everything. So the 3 base skills are very important to level up. Do not ignore them. Even if you never plan to use them, they need to be leveled up. So even if 120, but see, even right here, right? Let's say, for example, I'll come over here and I wanted to go to just one extra level. This only equals 2 item power. And the cost, look how much it cost me to go from level 113 to level 114. To go to level 113, and I'm not even 120 yet because I'm purposely holding off because I want to level all the other stats, all the other ones to 100. Think about it. 2 item power right here cost me 1 million in silver and 3 million in comet fame. If I spent 3 million in comet fame, right? Think about this, okay? 3 million in comet fame. What can 3 million comet fame take a level 1 heavy mace? Here, I'll show you what 3 million comet fame can get you. 3 million in comet fame equals roughly level 50. What does level 50 in this mean? 10 extra item power. Does the math make sense to you there, Rusty Banjo? So if you haven't leveled up your other 3, 1 level in that gives you 2 item power, or 50 levels in this gives you 10 extra item power. I think the math speaks for itself. Now, granted, if you're super rich and whatnot, but so it's not quicker to get your main weapon to 120 if you have your other ones not, if you don't have your base 3 skills to level 100 yet. So that's why the rush to level 120 is going to take you forever, right? You have 2 levels, right? If I go to level 2 and get to 115, this is only 4 item power. This is not even worth it. This is 6,900,000. This is almost 700 million in combat power, combat fame, for 4 item power. I could spend this much and I can get 20 item power if I haven't leveled up the other ones. Level up 2 of them to level 50. Anyways, hopefully that explains it all. I'm not going to eat more books. I'm going to put my gear back on. That's how you see people level up and become powerful. You don't just focus on one thing. Focus on many things. I'm going to put my shield back where it's supposed to go. Cool. Awesome. I'm glad I was able to explain that. Next thing, you see this auto learn or auto respec? Do not click them unless you know what that means. Okay, now I have auto learn on specifically to use my books. I'm glad that Judicator's kind of bringing that up. I only use these books now for these skills. Because you see here, there's no clicking to use my Comet Fate. You can only use these books, these learning things through premium, on things like this. Now I don't want to learn that one. The next thing I want to do is obviously I want to unlock this one. So I click auto learn right here. Auto learn is on here and I have auto learn here. So as soon as this reaches the 20% mark, I'll auto learn master fiber harvesting without having to worry about how many books I use. It's going to use a whole 234 books, but that's okay. That's worth it for the amount of time I have to spend harvesting to get to the next level. Yes. Now same thing for right here. Auto learns right here. Now you have to still have to remember auto learn, right? So for example, I just got my lumberjack skill, right? I just got this. This was on. As soon as I got this learned, I uncheck this one, I go down to the next tier, and I check this on. When this becomes the next tier and this levels up, I uncheck this one, and I go to the next tier and turn this one on. See, I can't even turn it on because it's not there. Use your books for the next tier harvesting and literally have auto learn on so that it just learns it as soon as it happens. Because harvesting stuff is so ridiculously long. If you're going to spend your books, use it for the harvesting section. Now, if you're in a hurry and you want to level up your combat stuff, you could level up your main weapon. I don't recommend using your books for that unless you really have a lot of them. For all those who are watching, if you enjoy this content, please feel free to smash the like button. It helps me out. It helps it to be able to at least have more visibility so people can see and hopefully be able to find and enjoy this content and get educated a little bit more in Albion Online. Well, thank you for staying, Rusty Banjo. And you have a good night. And thank you for commenting and asking questions. Hopefully I was able to help you out. If you like, go ahead and please feel free to leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you don't like. I get educated from all of the above. If you would like to subscribe, if you haven't already subscribed, feel free to subscribe. If you don't want to subscribe, that's okay as well. Come back once a week, come back once a month, or come back daily because I'm streaming daily. Check out what content I have. Thank you again, Rusty Banjo, again, for commenting and staying for the whole thing. And you all have a wonderful rest of your evening, day, or whatever time it is for you yourself.